Hey guys!
Hey everyone. Today we will be going over Easter eggs and references you missed in Batman Red Lie Part 1.
To get you ready for Part 2 coming this February.
To start things off, in the opening of the film, two iconic characters from the Batman mythos make a cameo.
One of those being Victor Zsasz. He's a deranged serial killer convinced that life is meaningless, and that by killing his victims he's in fact saving them from their meaningless existence.
Zsasz also made a cameo in Batman Horizon Part 2 when Penguin's henchmen broke the Riddler out of Arkham Asylum.
Disgusting zombies.
The other cameo in the sequence is none other than Dr. Harleen Quinzel, who later becomes the fan-favorite character you all know and love, Harley Quinn.
Harleen was last seen at the end of Batman Horizon Part 3 when we saw her meet Riddler in his cell.
Mr. Enigma, it's time for your session.
When we first see Riddler in Red Lie, we hear something very familiar.
You said it yourself, Victor. Be careful about the questions you ask. You might not like the answers.
This is the last thing Batman said to him when we last saw them in Batman Horizon Part 3.
We're meant to be guided by Grundy. We're gonna take over the city. It makes no sense. Who are you?
You said it yourself, Enigma. Be careful about the questions you ask. You might not like the answers.
Riddler talks to John Doe, aka the Joker, about the greatest riddle of all time, the mystery of Batman's true identity. Do you know what the greatest riddle of all time is, my friend?
What is that?
Who is the Batman?
This harkens back to the end of Horizon Part 3, as the greatest riddle of all time was the last thing we heard Riddler mention.
The greatest riddle of all time has begun.
And what is that?
Who is the Batman?
We then go to Wayne Manor where we see Eyes take out Alfred and all of Wayne Manor.
A nice little detail you may have missed in this scene is Eyes following Alfred. First in this shot here, and then again. This is where we see a framed portrait of Bruce and his late parents Thomas and Martha Wayne.
At the top of the portrait, an upside-down owl can be seen, referencing the Waynes' hidden ties to the Court of Owls.
Next, we are reintroduced to Batman as we see Robin beside him during a tense chase with Deadshot.
The music used during the scene is an orchestral version of the 1966 Batman theme.
They are seen standing outside Crime Alley, which is where Bruce's parents were killed when he was a child.
We see a newspaper headline of the events of the chase between Batman, Robin, and Deadshot.
You can see various references, such as Deadshot, no shot at parole, a fun little article making fun of his name, or this nifty little article which you can't see because it's obscured, showing that yes, it has been 2 years since Batman Horizon Part 3. We see Floyd Lawton's mugshot of him in an Arkham prison suit, showing that he is now behind bars.
During the Gotham Mist sequence, we see multiple notable buildings, including LexCorp and Majesto Tower. Majesto Corleone was a mob boss in Batman the Mask.
Majesto Corleone.
Roman Sions.
We then see the church that Riddler used as his base of operations in Batman Horizon Part 2.
It has officially been 1 month since the Riddler's mysterious disappearance. Let's just say Gotham doesn't miss him.
We still see what remains of Riddler's church as question marks are still seen on the outside.
As Batman says Gotham is villainous, we see a Sionis Industries billboard referencing Roman Sionis himself, Black Mask, who was last seen at the end of Batman Horizon Part 3 out and about once more.
Harvey Dent, Two-Face, a prominent player in Batman Horizon, is mentioned as we see a poster of his face with one side burned away, and the words False Promises referencing Harvey Dent's downfall as he became Two-Face at the end of Batman Horizon Part 3.
As Batman says Gotham is Catwoman, we see a black cat running with a jewel.
The last time we saw Catwoman was in the ending montage of Batman Horizon Part 3.
Clayface, an iconic Batman villain, is referenced when Batman says I've seen a few Clayfaces.
As we see a trailer that reads Basil Karlo, referencing his background as an actor.
When Batman says he's seen a few new faces appear in Gotham, we see a Ferris wheel with a face on it that resembles the Joker.
Batman goes up against Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin.
You may refer to me as the Penguin these days.
Last time we saw the Penguin, we saw he had fled into the sewers taking a bite of a raw fish.
We see Penguin is more man than monster, as he announces the words, "You like the new-new."
He then states that he no longer cares about his public image anymore. This is a reference to his campaign run for mayor in Batman Horizon.
Penguin says to Batman, "I don't want to end up like Nigma," referencing Riddler being defeated locked up in Arkham at the end of Batman Horizon Part 3.
No!
When Bruce is racing back to the Batcave, we see him talking to Robin. As Robin turns around, we see he has subdued two very familiar henchmen.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum are the henchmen of the iconic Batman villain, Jervis Tetch, aka the Mad Hatter.
What the?
When Lucius Fox takes Dick Grayson down into the new Batcave, we see Batman and Robin's classic suits on display. The classic Batman suit is the same suit Batman had donned for Batman Horizon Part 3.
When Robin goes up against Joker in the following scene, we see him nearly beaten to death with a crowbar.
This is a reference to the iconic comic book storyline Death in the Family, where the Joker kills the second Robin, Jason Todd, with a crowbar.
Part 1 wraps up with Bruce being captured by the Court of Owls. This leads him to an encounter with Alfred, who now only has one eye.
Bruce is struck by the Court of Owls' talon, and then hears from a member of the court, the Waynes and the Graysons are not what they seem.
After Barbara Gordon, also known as Batgirl, who we first saw suit up in the ending montage of Batman Horizon Part 3, saves Robin from the Joker, we see them stand upon Bruce defeated in an alleyway.
Bruce then tells Robin and Batgirl that they are everywhere, as we fade to end credits.
You want to know what happens next?
Then tune in to Batman Red Light Part 2.
Coming to Red and Blue this February.